The following training is sponsored by the Niagara Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello. Today I'm going to talk about erasing your internet history or erasing your browsing history from two particular browsers. And this is going to be on my mobile device, which is why we're here face to face now. And the two that I have, and it's very difficult for me to see, so I think the screen is in focus. I hope it is. I have Mozilla Firefox, which I use all the time, Firefox, and I also have Google Chrome. So this kind of relates to if you've been sent a scam text, I went over that. If you accidentally tap links, if you end up in places you don't want to end up on the internet, one of the good things to know is how to delete your browsing history. So let's talk about that. And of course, it's a little bit different for each browser and each device, but they're a little similar too. So let me show you first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap Firefox so it opens up. And when Firefox opens up on the Android phone that I have, the actual address bar is down at the bottom. This is what we want to look for. Beyond looking at the address bar, what we're really looking for are these three little dots. I believe it's known as a hamburger menu. It looks like a little sandwich thing. We're going to tap those three little dots. And that always means, those dots always means that there's more information somewhere underneath, okay? And when I hit the dots here, I get a bunch of different choices, including the history choice. So what I'm going to do is tap history. When I do tap history, it actually gives me, and I'm not going to show you that, but not that it's a big deal, but it gives me all of my recent history. What is important is here actually at the top where it says in red, delete history. That's what you would do. If you tap delete history, you will then get notification that this is going to delete all of your browsing history. Now it's all gone. This is something you can do again if you think you've run into scams or there's something else you simply don't want people to know about, or you think you landed in the wrong site. It's different ways or different reasons why you may do this. If you do delete your history, what you will find is that your auto-completes and your auto-fills and things like that are no longer there. So you may have to type in entire websites, that kind of thing. But so that's something to be aware of, but it's not a big deal to me. I only visit a few sites anyways. So for Firefox, the address bar is at the bottom. I look for my little hamburger menu, I tap it, and then I go ahead and delete my browsing history. Now, by the same token, if I'm going to go back home on my phone, that brings me back to a home screen here, and I'm going to open Chrome. Now, it's a different browser. A lot of people use it. Again, it's kind of potato, whatever you like to use, that's fine. There's a couple of things actually that I see immediately when I open Chrome. Number one, the last place I went to was some error message that the website wasn't working, so okay, that's fine. But importantly here in Chrome, the address bar and the information is at the top of the screen, and I notice two things. Number one, the little hamburger menu that I'm looking for is over here. But number two, and importantly, there's a little square with the number 3 in it. That little square with the number 3 in it means that I currently have 3 Chrome tabs open. The more tabs I have open, the slower the browser works. So to close those, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and just again so we can see this, I'm going to tap the number 3 in the square. When I do that, it actually gives me in blocks, icons, it gives me the tabs that are open. And each one has a little X next to it, so I can close out the first one. I can close out the second one that I have. I'm just going to leave that error message open because without a tab open, my browser is not open. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to re-tap that error message, the page wasn't found, and hopefully, again, you'll be able to see this. The number in the square went from 3 to 1. If I want to now delete my browsing history from Chrome, I am, again, going to go to the 3 little dots, or what they call the hamburger menu. When I tap the 3 little dots, I, again, get a sub-menu down the side, and that sub-menu includes the choice for history. So I'm going to tap history. When I look at the history now, and this is interesting here, instead of saying delete history, Chrome says clear browsing data. It means the same thing. So I'm going to tap clear browsing data. Now, this also too gives me an option that I did not get in Firefox. Do I want to delete all my browsing history? Do I want to delete all the cookies and cached image files? Do I want to delete any passwords that I had in here? I can actually choose what I would like to delete, and I get check boxes here down, when I look at it, down the right side of the screen. I also have in here what's called a time range, and I can clear, let me just tap this, for all time. I can clear for the last hour, 24 hours, the last 7 days, the last 4 weeks, or everything. So I get a nice range of things that I can actually go ahead and delete if I like. Generally speaking, when I delete things, I delete everything. So all time and everything. So at the bottom, there's a little blue button that says clear data, and I'll clear that. And when I do, it says history. And if I had any history, which I now don't, it would appear here. I don't have any. So I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye now.